Hey there, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome, and let's get started with your December 2024 tarot reading. Yes, your monthly matters tarot reading. All right, so let's get started with some oracle cards and see what they have to say about you, Aries, in December. All right, so you have. Oh, I thought this said December. I was about to be like, yo, you have Dreamer here. And on the bottom of the deck, you also have impending. I feel like that's been coming up a lot for you guys lately. So I should actually know that by heart from this book, but whatever, we're still going to look it up. So on the bottom of the deck, you have impending. Now is the time for survival. You are at a low point and you must lay low. It is not the time for extravagance. It is the time for simply survival. You do not need to do anything at this time except get through whatever it is you are going through. Okay. And I feel like spirit keeps repeating this to you because Aries, you're always like, all right, I'm gonna get out this chair. It's like you have to keep being reminded, like, sit down. It'd be like that. I understand. Okay. All right, you have Dreamer here as well. So let's just find that one really quickly. Or we can take our times because that's what we need to do. But at the end of the day, Dreamer, you are a dreamer. You have big dreams and plans in motion. In order to do this, you must gather those who support you. Now is not the time to be alone. It is okay to ask for help. Okay, it is okay to delegate tasks and not feel like you have to get up and do everything yourself. Okay, and this could arrive in a number of ways. It could be emotional support. It could be spiritual support. It could be just it comes in so many different forms. Aries, sometimes we just need to sit down and talk or write or just can you like maybe do the like don't be afraid to ask for help like it said. Okay, so let's see what else is waiting for us, Aries, in the month of December 2024. All right. Like I've been saying a lot for the readings that I've been posting for you guys this week, Aries, it is a time, you know, I feel like winter has this energy about it where we slow down and there's a difference between slowing down and doing absolutely nothing, like becoming a sloth, a couch potato type of situation, and slowing down and getting clear on your intent, getting clear on what you want to become, who you want to be, what you want to manifest, and diligently working towards doing that, just finding more information out on it. Like you're still working, you're still, well, you're not, I don't like to use the word working, but you're still growing, you're still doing something. Okay, you're not doing absolutely nothing. And some days, you granted do absolutely nothing, but not taking the whole season of winter to do nothing. Just move slower, like have things come to you. You don't always have to get up and run to things. Okay, but anyway, who's it, Aries? All the information that you need from me is in the description below, so feel free to explore. We're going to go ahead and move forward with the tarot here to see what comes up for you in December, like I said. Okay, so what you should focus more on, what you should focus less on, what is a important lesson to learn or relearn, and also how you can be kinder to yourself in the month of December. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Swords here. Okay, there's probably going to be a lot of expression, letting your feelings out, crying it out during December. I this is not a woe is me time. This is you getting to the nitty gritty of things, taking this time to actually dive into your emotions, taking this time to feel where it is that you feel like, you're not enough or things haven't been going your way. Like, let it out, journal it, cry it out, talk to somebody that you need to speak to. Let this out so it doesn't continue to build up and cause anxiety and cause sadness and stop you from moving. Do not allow your emotions to render you immobile. Okay, all right. So you also have, for what you should focus on more on, the Six of Swords. As you're going through those emotions, you're moving through them. You're not staying stagnant in your emotions and in your thoughts and letting them have their way with you. That's not what we're doing. We're moving through them. We're acknowledging, we're learning from what we're feeling, and we're moving forward, from insecurity to security. How do I use this to get me over there, because this ain't it type of situation. That is the mindset. Okay. A lesson you should focus less on is the Knight of Pentacles, how slow or not movie things feel like they're going. Don't focus on the time, or the don't focus on the time. Don't focus on how much you think you've moved from the last time you checked. Stop checking, first of all. It's not, you like, that's not what you should be doing. You should be focusing on, just being with you at this point. Okay, nurturing you. That's what you should be focused on. Okay, and then by the time you know it, for instance, I have these locks here, and I last year I could have sworn they were this length. And now we're here and they are this length. And I look back at last year and I'm just like, what was I thinking? Like, it's just being grateful for where you are now. And, you know, by the time you know it, you'll be where you have always wanted to be. I am where I thought I was, that type of situation. So anyway, who's it? An important lesson to learn or relearn, Knight of Wands here, how you can embody your fiery energy, how you can make decisions, quick decisions, move quickly without having to move quickly, like physically, and exert so much energy. That is a lesson to learn. And also, there's another aspect of it that you can unlearn, that you don't have to be so impulsive. You don't have to like see something and be like, oh, I want it, I must have it, blah blah blah. You don't have to let it move you in that way. Energy has, like, it's like a coin with two sides on it, and it's like, which side do you want to move forward with, or give energy to, so learning how to use a vehicle, a steed, a horse, learning how to move, basically, especially in something that you're passionate in. Okay. How you can be kinder to yourself. This Eight of Pentacles, give yourself that chance to learn, to grow, to create, and continue to transform into someone beautiful. Allow yourself, whether it's knowledge, whether you're growing knowledge, whether you're growing in your skincare routine. It could be small, big, large, medium, gigantoid. Like, it doesn't matter. Allow yourself that time. Give yourself that time to create a beautiful regimen, a beautiful version of yourself, something that you can be proud of. Give yourself that time to learn. Do not worry about how long it takes or what somebody else is doing, how they got there. It don't matter. Do you, boo boo, okay? All right, Aries. So we're going to start to clarify these messages and see what more comes up. All right. Definitely thank you for being here, Aries. I appreciate every single one of you. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you for always showing up for me the way that you do. And showing up for you, clearly. All right. These are messages for you. All right. For us. All right. So, Aries, let's start to clarify. You do have the Six of Swords here. And let me put them all out before I start. Actually, let's start with the bottom of the deck. As always, this Nine of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay. So again, subconsciously, take your time to go through these emotions. This is not something to rush through. Okay. This is not something to be like, all right, I sat there for 2 seconds. All right, I didn't feel nothing. I didn't. But you still feel sad. But you don't feel like you accomplished anything. You didn't give yourself that room, that space, that grace to accomplish anything, to really feel and get the foundational feeling of what's happening here, to figure anything out. Give yourself that time and space, okay? What you should focus more on, the Six of Swords, is clarified by the Two of Swords as well as the Eight of Cups here. Okay, and the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords is like the same thing to me. Okay, it's moving on in this way. It's moving on from, in both ways actually. It's moving on from things that do not serve you. In this way, it's more the spiritual things that do not serve, well, both of them actually, the spiritual things that do not serve you. And this is more, taking the action to move forward, in that getting away from all the anxiety, getting away here from all the, emotional, the things that bring you down, the things that keep you from really moving forward. Like, that's what you should be more focused on. Okay. And standing firm on your decision. If you're at a crossroads, like, oh my God, I don't know what to do, like, why are you at that crossroads? Like, you know what you need to walk away from. Okay. You know that you need to move forward regardless, first of all, and that you don't need to be standing there. So it's like, where are we going? Let's go. This is a new adventure. Time for a new adventure. Okay. But you need to focus less on. You have the Knight of Pentacles, like I said, time. The Fool card is here, as well as the Nine of Wands. Okay. And I feel like you're in a state, Aries, where you're just like, I'm always going to be here. Like, when is this part of the journey over type of situation? And it's not allowing you to, you're focusing on the bad things about your journey. You're not focusing on the fact that you are free to make it up as you go. That you are just, you should be happy go lucky. Not all the time. You get what I mean? But you should be, this experience is yours to make up as you go. But you're over here looking at, the burdensome part of it, that you're looking at everything that's going wrong. Say you're in a carriage and you're looking at the fact that your wooden wheels are like, the screw is coming off and the wheel is about to fall off, and oh, the wheel didn't fall off. Like, look at it, it's rolling down the hill. Like, now you're gonna take an even slower time. Now somebody has to either go find that wheel, figure out a way to put it back on, or make a new one, or and now you're just stuck and stagnant. And now you're just like, oh my God, like, what am I supposed to do now? Should I get out and walk? And like, that's going to take an even longer time if I had the carriage. Like, oh, like, you're doing all of these things. Like, why are you focusing on, are you a pessimist? Are you a pessimist? How can we fix that? How can we move away from that? Because it's not serving you. You got two cards in which you should focus more on, that mean moving forward, traveling. Just let's go. Let's do something else. So let's do something else. Okay. A lesson to learn or relearn. You have the Knight of Wands here, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, coming out for you again, as well as the High Priestess. Your salvation lies in you focusing, you learning, you delving into something that you're passionate about, something that you want to grow your knowledge in, something that you want to find out more information about. Work hard in that respect. Okay. And not and this is something that's going to comes to you naturally, like a latent ability, just like something that when you actually give yourself time to sit down and you're like, what do I want? Like, that's what comes up, and that's what's actually going to have you moving faster than you thought possible. So as you're in that carriage, and you stop wondering what's happening to that wheel. You never know. When you start to focus on something else, you never know what can happen to actually get you down that road or get you to your destination way faster. You have the Knight of Wands here. Like, suddenly you're transported to a modern era where, some a Lamborghini pulls up next to your horse and buggy. Like, you're just like, how? It don't even matter how. Like, when you're focusing on something else, like, your miraculous things start to happen, and it comes from you. Okay, do you realize this, Aries? It's coming from you. Okay, everything that's manifesting. All right, so how you can be kinder to yourself. You have this Eight of Pentacles here, clarified by the Devil card, as well as the Emperor. Is that the Emperor? Is the Emperor is you, Aries. Okay, so diligent work. If you're going to attach yourself to anything, attach yourself to you. Okay, attach yourself to the part of yourself that feels like, you know what, like how can I take on the responsibility of knowing myself, of getting to know myself, of standing in my authenticity, standing in my own authority. Like, attach yourself to that version of you, and focus on how you can work to grow out of that, how you can do what you need to do to thrive, to create yourself again, and be this rose bush, be this ever flowing, like, infinite wealth of authority, of having confidence in yourself, of just develop the relationship that you have with you. This is what's in store for you as the days get shorter, the nights get colder. Like, this is how you focus on you. Okay, so by the time spring come, you're already, it's just like, oh snap, how did Aries do that? Like, we was in the burrows, we were hibernating while Aries was making strides. You thought they was in the burrows, you thought they was hibernating, but they were actually just embodying that whole time, storing up power, so that, by the time anybody looked, they were all the way down, they were in the next country. you know so Aries, that is what's in store for you. I hope this helped. Definitely share this with another Aries or a person that just needs to hear it, because it might just come in time for them. Okay, definitely check out your full moon, your new moon in Sagittarius reading that will pop up on the bottom of the screen. Other than that, I hope this helped, and I'll see you guys later. Already, toodles.